Got this guy, this is the Vulture LTD, and I'm gonna put, oops, if you hold it the right way. So I got these strings, these are Diodarios, these are coated. I've used these before. Actually, the guitar I'm gonna go with here is the Hetfield LTD. This is my main guitar when I'm actually doing like riffs on YouTube and on TikTok. So this guy is my main to like actually play and record with. So I hadn't changed the strings in at least a year. So normally I like to replace them a lot more often, but these strings have been pretty great. So I think as far as like this holds tune really well, and these strings sound really nice, and I noticed when I'm playing something it doesn't sound exactly the same anymore as much as I'd hoped. So time to change strings. This is not a good tutorial, okay? Don't come to me and say, well, you didn't tell me how to blah 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 blah. This guy made a comment, this is years ago now. It's probably like back when I first started. Hey, this is not a tutorial. And nowhere did I say it was a tutorial, dummy. Honestly, I rarely get comments. So if I do, about half of them are just either mean or trolly. And the thing with a troll comment, if you think it's a troll comment and it's kind of vague, I think the thing to do is to wait. If you really want to respond to it because you feel it might be earnest, wait for 72 hours, maybe more, give it a week maybe, and then answer earnestly. And that seems to work pretty well, because I've gotten comments and I think the person was trying to troll me, but it sounded like an earnest comment. So I just gave it 3 days, and I responded, and the person was asking about my guitar playing. So I knew, I go in, whenever I do these videos, I always make sure, like the riff videos, that's why I have like a boilerplate. It's like, I am not an artist, I'm not a guitarist, I'm nothing. I'm just a guy who likes to play guitar. I really suck at it because I don't have time to practice, because this is not my job. I wish I had more time to practice. I wish I had somebody who taught me proper lessons. But honestly, I'd probably be bad at that too. I probably don't have the patience to listen to somebody who knows what they're talking about, because I don't. Oh, naked. This thing is dusty. So I'm gonna take a damp cloth and wipe it down real quick. I play it a lot, but I don't clean it a lot. It's actually starting to look a little gray. It's covered in dust. I mean, like I said, I try to play it like once a day, even if it's for like 2 minutes, just like strum on the E string or something silly. I'm always nervous about hurting or breaking the guitars, damaging them in some way, and I have in the past. So what I really normally, so I always just dust them a little bit. I think these knobs they're referred to as pots. So one of them is loose. That's going to be another video. I'm going to have to do a little bit of surgery. Right now I can't do it because I don't have the Allen wrench for it. I know, I should probably have the Allen wrench, blah, blah, blah. It's fine. So, naked and clean, let's put the strings on. This guitar, I like the gauge. I do 10 to 46, so it's just a little bit heavy, but always down tune to an E flat. Not necessarily, just because a lot of my favorite bands do. Actually, a lot of my favorite bands tune way, way lower, but that's another video for another day. I think another guitar I'm gonna put on a heavier gauge. I'd like to do that this week, maybe. Put a heavier gauge and down tune to like a D. So like a whole step instead of just a half like this one. And I've already, my main guitar that I usually just sit around on the couch and write with, make up riffs and make up noises. That one I moved to a drop D, and I don't know, I was like, I don't know if I want to do drop D. It sounds really, I don't know if I don't know if I'm smart enough to make stuff with it, or I'm good enough to make stuff with it, but so far it seems fun. I haven't played drop D in a long time. I've been playing E flat for a while now. I knew this wasn't going to take that long. It's just a matter of doing it. I always get nervous about doing this because I just don't want to break anything and I don't want to hurt the guitar. This thing's not cheap. And it's my favorite guitar. It just looks nice. It handles really nice. Somebody mentioned in a comment, a nice comment, that they were like, oh, I just bought one just like that too. I can't wait to get it. And I was like, that's fun. That's fun. That's the fun part of YouTube. Somebody's who's not here to rain on your parade. Somebody's just saying, hey, I have that too. And I doubt that person will ever come back. But if whoever you are, I hope you got your guitar and I hope it's good. I hope it came in good order, and I hope you can play a bunch of great riffs on it, because this thing just handles really nice, and it has a really nice tone. I've been playing through my little box amp that I got, the Katana, and that thing just sounds like how I want it to sound. The sound in my head, the Katana is the closest I've gotten to it so far, which I'm really happy about. I've done this so many times, but it's been a long time since I've done it. I think these strings, they're a little bit more expensive, because I was using Ernie balls for years. For like 10 years I would use Ernie balls. But somebody suggested these, that they were using these and they had some luck. I think it was Joey. That they'd really like these. So I was like, no, I'll give them a try. I've used Diodario before and I've had pretty good luck with them. But I think these coated strings, for the most part, I think they're the best for what I do. And they're more expensive, like I said, but they're like $5 more expensive. They're about $5 to $7 more expensive, but it's been like 13, 14 months since I replaced them. So it's not exactly, so it evens out, is what I'm saying. I hadn't done this in so long. There was a point, like especially when I first started trying to play years and years ago. You know, I've had guitars for like 13 years or something like that now, and only got serious with like recording and making up my own music. I'm going to say the word music just for lack of a better word. I've been making my own stuff for only the last 4 or 5 years, and only in the last 2 years have I really just buckled down and said, okay, I want to make it sound better. I want it to make it feel better. I don't want it. It's not going to be. I'm not going to be selling out arenas or even having anybody in real life listen to me play, but I feel a little bit better, at least with the recording part. I'm not good, but I don't suck as bad as I did before. I think a lot of that is just current circumstances, in as much as I have a lot more hours in the day. Last string. I don't like to leave the strings off if I can help it for any stretch of time. I notice that when I'm looking at the video of me playing, I can see the guitar is dirty and I can see the guitar is worn a little bit, but people pay to have a patina on a guitar and just like it for it to be used looking. Hetfield has his own guitar that looks all beat up, and it artificially looks that way. So I got mine brand new, and that video gets criticized every like a month. Once a month I'll get like "you suck." I was like, yeah, I never said I was good. I'm just a guitar collector and I like playing. I'm just like 99.99999% of people on YouTube, you know. I just come on here. I just like to try to make noises with this thing and just have fun. So, I don't know. Terribly out of tune, but brand new strings on. It doesn't take that long. I think a lot of that is just experience and time. So they feel nice. It feels a little bit smoother. I'm curious to see how much brighter the strings will be, because the sound kind of dampens a bit over time, but that's another thing. That's another video for another day. So we've got these guys, brand new strings on, and I just wanted to yap a little bit about YouTube and guitars and stuff while I did this. So that's that. Got to tune it, and then more riffs to come, hopefully.